Executive Vice Chairman, Bryce Peterson. 41 years I've been doing this, everybody. I'm not as old as Rich, though. I started in kindergarten. I was a very sharp young man. He said I had 6 kids. Marianne has 8, so together we have 14. Our therapist says that's exciting. We're in therapy over it. What an incredible convention. What an incredible meeting. We've heard from our Latino friends. They did so incredible. Thank you so much. We heard from our Asian friends. Outstanding job. We heard from these great people from India. What a great job they did. Raj's message was incredible. We heard from one guy from South Korea, said he didn't give a care. Any Caucasians in the house? You know what I think is so interesting is if you're born in America, you're born in Canada, you kind of take the opportunities for granted. It is so fun to watch these people just get their arms around the opportunity, and I want to talk to you about that today. I love the company, I love the profession, I love the business. Let me tell you why. It matters. It absolutely matters. There's a lot of things that are sold in the world, and it doesn't matter. It's over commission, it's over money. This matters. This needs to be done. And before I give you my main message, I want to just share with you real quick. Please, please, please go home and let the bigness of the opportunity change you. So many people come to these meetings and they don't let change you. They go back pretty much the same person. It is more important what you're going to do when you go back than it is right here. And so let change in, you guys. The opportunity is absolutely gigantic. It's because families need so much. It's really interesting. The opportunity is big is because their need is so big. Most people that are retired today, think about this, have retired off some form of pension. People going forward will retire off some form of cash accumulation plan. They're not accumulating money. They don't know how. Nobody's ever taught them how. There's not enough money in 401ks. It is a massive problem. There's a retirement crisis bearing down on families across the globe. And you and I can solve that. Does that move you? Is that maybe part of the new why? It's incredible, you guys. They need to be very intentional about building wealth. You need to be very intentional about building wealth. There's not enough people in here building a lot of money. You need to be intentional about accumulating $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Rich Thaley's case, $250 million, whatever the case may be. But you go back, don't forget about your family. You go accumulate some wealth. Step 1 is accumulating it, as you show these other families that are doing it. And then step 2 is how to protect it. We live in a very different world, a very volatile world. And you need to learn how to accumulate for yourself and others and then protect that. Of course, we've got strategies to get that done. And I promise you, one day you'll wake up and there'll be no more time to do all the things you've always wanted to do. It's so interesting how life can get away from you if you let it. Please don't let that happen. Go back with an attitude of today matters. Will you do that? Go back in your business, today matters, and go back as far as accumulating money for others in your family and get that done. Okay, here's what I want to leave you with. I've watched this for 41 years. Why is it that some people just have incredible success and others don't? And they have about the same ability and about the same talent. And it's an interesting thought. Let me tell you what I think it is. And I've watched this for decades. It's the successful people's mentality. You've got to go back and change your mentality, you guys. It's their energy, it's their toughness, it's their passion, it's their commitment, it's their hunger, it's their effort, it's their expectations. Their expectations are sky high because they're fueled by this vision. If they don't hit their goals, then they just go at it harder and harder and harder. And if you just understand, if you start to emulate incredibly successful people's mentality, how they think, what they do, how they go at things, the world's your oyster. You can get as big as you want to get. So their mentality is right. They create a plan. You got to go back and create a new plan. The plan that got you here is not the plan you want to go back with. You need to create a new plan, get some mentorship, create a plan, and then here's what these folks do. Here's what the high achievers do. They're on time, they're on target. They're incredibly organized. They have a max out mentality. They schedule the right activity. You know, if you just scheduled the right activity and then executed inside of that, it would amaze you what you do. So go back and put this plan together and commit to it. Secondly, their work ethic is off the charts. You've heard that all convention. It's crazy high. They just outwork most people. Two people about the same ability, about the same talent, and one just is after it, the other one is not. Massive effort with these folks. They're relentless. Absolutely relentless. Never give up mentality. Great next, great next. Even when they recruit a superstar, it's great next. Because they're not relying on anybody. And so massive effort, just be relentless. Their body language and their actions, boy, just says, I'm going somewhere. People will follow somebody that's going somewhere. You need to go back, by your actions, by your body language, by what you say, what you do, and people will follow you in a big kind of way. Why do you think these world-class high performers have so much energy? How can you get a lot more energy? You guys are focused on their why. Part of my why is somebody taught me this business many, many years ago. I've made a lot of money, tens of millions. They taught me what to do with it. What it's meant to my family is incredible. And I want to help a lot of other folks get the same thing. They're focused on their why, and it gives them energy. They've got a will to win that most just don't have. They've got a great attitude, a can-do attitude. They see the possibilities. And even if it's hard, it's okay. Nobody's going to pay you $500,000 a year, $1 million a year, 1.5 million, 2 million, 5 million, and have it be easy. And this group just says it's okay that it's hard. I don't expect it to be easy. So it's their mentality that most people don't emulate. You know what I love about this group? They're coachable. They're they got their ego. They think their way's the best way, but they're coachable. They'll let people in. They'll let their thoughts in. They've never arrived. Please go back and get some mentorship. Please sit down with somebody and let them coach you. The world's best goes and gets a coach. I want to tell you a story about being coachable. We've got a young man in our home. He's got Down syndrome. He's not young anymore. He's 21, and he loves to eat, and he loves to watch TV. And I go up to his room at night, and he's got the TV on. And I went up there a few months ago, and he had a great big bag of chips, and he ate the whole bag. And I got after him, and I said, William, you can't do that. You can't eat a whole bag of chips. I said, if you want to go down to the kitchen and get a bag of chips and pour it into a bowl and then eat from that, okay, you can do that. So I went up the next night. He'd got another bag of chips. He had found the biggest bowl in the kitchen, pulled the whole of the bag into the bowl, and he'd eaten the whole thing. He'd get 2 bags of, in 2 nights. And I couldn't get after it because his look was, I nailed it, didn't I? I just nailed it. And so you guys, go back real quick. Let me close with this. Average performers seem to have an endless tape looming through their minds asking, is the effort worth the reward of winning? And high performers just say, whatever it takes, no negotiation, I'm in. It's not a wish, I'm fulfilling my why, I'm gonna go do what I need to go do. You guys go back and let change in, and you'll love what happens. You're the best, go back and act. Is that a deal? Thank you.